After a stressful month of warranty work at the factory, we are almost ready to set sail again. We even picked up a couple of strangers who want to see what passage making on a sailboat is really like. You know, not the edited YouTube version. And while these two are newbies when it comes to sailing, they are no strangers to the sea. They have dedicated their professional lives to the U.S. Coast Guard and are curious about liveaboard life. And well, let's not be coy. As sailors, the Coast Guard is the one branch of government we're ever super happy to see. So we will gladly take these Coasties as crew.
All right.
We're gonna get these guys settled, then we've got to make a market run. We got a busy day. Grocery run, just in time for the rain. It's our last ride with Mr. Power. Public market, here we come. Add this to the list of things you didn't think you were gonna do today.
This would be a great surf van.
This would be a great surf van.
Oh my goodness, we're having HH take us to the market because they offered to, I'm not gonna turn that down. We need to load up before we head out for passage in the morning. But this is the first time we've taken like this vehicle, which is more of like the worker vehicle. And they of course had it all loaded up with stuff. So quick drop off and then we go to the market. So you said you wanted to learn what it's like to go on a provision run?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is step one.
This is perfect.
Totally
yeah.
normal.
Plenty of room. Oh, and the golden wrench.
Is this for you?
Ah, this for me? Oh, it's the modified one. Ah, thank you. That is for changing out the belt on our engine. Need a special tool. Thank you, Mr. Power. Okay. It's like something between a passenger transport and, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit of like prison transportation.
It does feel like maybe if we were changed, I don't know how that would be, maybe behind or...
Tell me, Mr. Cooper,
Yeah.
what have you been up to?
I'm not in the right jumpsuit today, but yeah.
Howard, do you ever feel like you're driving prisoners when you drive this van? Want anything? No fruit, no vegetable.
I'm good.
You want some beer?
No.
Stand away. Okay. Well, whatever looks good to you, that's what we're going
The
for.
fire station looks great. That's. I'm gonna go check out the fire apparatus. That's pretty awesome.
Okay. I love this. We've got fruit, we've got veg. I think we're good to go.
The star of the show tonight for all the people staring
Oh my God,
at me.
that was so cute.
He was just.
That was so cute. Everybody was like...
He just looked at me and he said, "You're so big."
You're like the Jolly Green Giant around here.
They're all still talking about it. Who was that guy? Like, why was he?
Yeah, they were trying to recruit him for the basketball team here.
Everybody was friendly and I was just smiling at him. They're just like, yeah, wow.
They're enamored.
Yeah.
This area is known as the shipbuilding capital because Balamban, Cebu is sort of like the Detroit of the Philippines, but ships instead of cars. And they have massive industrial facilities surrounded by lush tropical forests where they build everything from defense vessels to now even HH catamarans. And they employ thousands upon thousands of people. So it's a unique peek at a different side of life here in the Philippines that you wouldn't see otherwise. And when the workday ends, the traffic rush is real. Thank you, Power. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
Have a nice trip.
Thank you. Bye.
You're fine, it's fine.
Don't risk it.
Oh, the boat. Oh. Train spots.
Thank you.
We'll get some chocolate.
Yeah.
You guys think alike. She had just said that.
Oh, I know. Priorities, you know.
I'm sure you guys are very used to seeing your boat by now, but it really is beautiful, especially against the lights in the sky. Yeah, it looks good.
No, trust me, every time we drive up there, we're like, I can't believe that's our boat.
Yeah.
We are not going to see day 40. We are leaving this place. Whew, what a beautiful morning. We don't have any wind, but it's absolutely beautiful. Look at this. So I usually just put the cap right back there. I try to keep an eye on two things. The anchor to make sure it's coming straight up, and then I'll communicate with Nikki through the headsets. Okay. And then I'll keep an eye also on the windlass to make sure it's not getting jammed or make sure everything looks okay. So it's just sort of this over here, and then this, and then this. And we've added a lot of rope to it.
Yep.
So hopefully it'll all just sit in there nicely. That's the good thing about stainless is it'll...
Should I go in the hole and flake it out or not? Just let it do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's too much work.
Okay.
Yeah. Morning, Coop. How'd you sleep?
Sleeping in a new spot, you're always just like, how's it gonna go? But it went really well. Yeah. The fan, the little portable fan was fantastic.
Aircon worked?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah.
You? How'd you sleep?
Like a log till about 5 o'clock.
It's just perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Let's go. There's like a little strap on the side.
Oh, okay.
It hasn't ever let go.
Right back on, yeah.
So I'm realizing that I have not talked to you yet about where we are going. We are headed to the island of Mindanao, and more specifically, the very southern tip called Davao. And the reason being is because that will get us below 7 degrees, which means we are out of the typhoon zone. That makes our insurance company very happy, makes us less nervous. And Davao is also home to some of the best cacao in the entire world, aka chocolate, which is reason enough for me to go, typhoons or not. So that is where we are headed, and there is a marina in Davao, which is a very big deal for us because that means if we book a slip, we get an address and we can receive packages. And I have got some very serious shopping that I want to do because after our Stray Current event, I really want to order a device called a CRE because new boat or old boat, it does not matter. Stray current wreaks havoc on everything. And it can come from something as simple as like a bad wire crimp on a bilge pump. But electricity can be tested and verified, and we would very much like to verify that we do not have any more stray current. And there are like little telltale signs such as a low voltage warning or excessive corrosion or even like a weird quirky faulty performance on an electric winch, especially if it was right after a repair or a big change to the electrical system, which is why we want to have a CRE on board because we can use that for testing all sorts of things like, do we have enough zinc on the boat? Did we install that new bilge pump correctly? Is there stray current at the marina? Because marinas are notoriously bad, so we can test the dock. Or do we have stray current? So I'm gonna go ahead and place an order for it now so that hopefully it will arrive about the same time we do or just shortly after. There are lots of different brands. This was just one that was recommended to us from our friend Raph at Just Cats, and we trust him, so that's what I'm gonna go with. And of course, when shopping or doing just about anything online, first thing it asks me for is an email address. And that is where today's sponsor, Surfshark, comes in. Because they have a new feature called Alternative ID, which will let me use a disposable email address instead of my real one. Because data breaches and hacks are freaking out of control these days, and that is what this handy little tool is all about preventing. And I use my alternative information for any online like newsletter subscriptions, shopping, anything that wants my information, and I may not want all the spam or may not want them to have all my information. And what's neat is that all of my emails that are sent to the disposable email address are still forwarded to my primary inbox. So I still get access to the content, but without exposing my real information. And it's super straightforward and easy. I just log into my Surfshark account, navigate to the alternative ID section, and that's where I can enter in all of my information, details like address and nationality, and I can come back and change this info anytime I want to. An alternative ID is free if you already have a Surfshark account. And if you don't know what Surfshark is, then, well, you must be new around here, because Surfshark has been our VPN of choice for years, because they are an app and web browser extension that lets us avoid geo restrictions on apps and websites that we couldn't access otherwise. And they have additional features that help block ads and malware and just help keep all our personal information safe. And right now, if you scan the QR code on the screen or use our discount code Wynns, then Surfshark will give you 4 extra months for free. And if you're not sure if it's a good tool for you, no worries. They offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there is no risk to try it out. Just scan that QR code or click the link down in the description box below. And I am going to finish up this order. And holy crap, the shipping and the customs and import duties are going to probably be more than the price of the device itself. Yay, boat life. 40 days. That is how long it has been since we have been living on this boat. Well, technically 38 since we've been living on the boat, but the past 2 days haven't felt like living. It's been still factory days, essentially. But it feels good to be back out here, back underway, and yeah, get back in the routine of living life, that's for sure. And I'm excited to have fresh blood on board. It is part of our Curiosity crew members from our website, and what we do is we offer up crew opportunities there first. We put out a crew call because now that we're finally back on a boat and we feel like, okay, we got past our warranty service, barely, but we did want to make sure that they have a really good experience. And they're not paying to be on board. It's sort of an opportunity that we offer up because so many people along the way have given us opportunities, right? And they invite us aboard their vessels, and we just have so many experiences where we get so much hospitality from complete strangers all the time. And it has led us on the path, and it's gotten us where we are today. It expands our experience on vessels and everything else. So this is sort of a way for us to pay that forward. And also, it's fun. It's fun to share the experience, certainly. But it was so funny because whenever they got here last night, we were talking and they were like, why? Why would you, you don't have to do this. Why do you allow people to come on board and into your home and strangers at that? And why'd you pick us? I feel like they have a very unique set of skills and knowledge to share with all of us. We will learn things we might not know otherwise. I'll go give you a proper introduction and you'll see what I'm talking about. Well then, Mini Cooper and Big Cooper.
That's right.
Yeah, so people want to know a little bit about you, more so than just your name. So tell us a little bit about your backgrounds.
Joined the Coast Guard in 1995. Been in 28 years, just retired. Had a great 28 years, did all sorts of things in the Coast Guard, including deck watch officer for a 378-foot cutter called the Hamilton, which is right here in the Philippines now because we gave it to the Philippine Coast Guard. From what I hear, it's in Subic Bay, which is kind of cool.
Where were you stationed with that boat?
I was stationed in San Pedro, California, and we sailed quite frequently to Alaska for fisheries patrols during the crabbing season. And from there, I got stationed to Key West and worked at a fusion center where I was intel watch officer and did counter-narcotics for 2 years, which was like my favorite job in the Coast Guard.
You have firsthand knowledge about square grouper.
Yes. Had a lot of really great busts while I was on watch, so I take credit for about $7.5 billion worth of cocaine being taken off of the streets, or not even making it to the United States. I was a container inspector as well, so I used to open containers and make sure they weren't being loaded where the chemicals would cross-react and create an explosion. I actually joined the Coast Guard to be a pilot. Didn't make it because I was too short. I'm 5'2". You had to be 5'4" at the time, although that's changed. So if there's any would-be wannabe pilots, it's 5'2" now. I ended up getting my FAA licenses, and so I have a commercial helicopter pilot's license, and I love flying helicopters. Super cool, can land anywhere. One of my favorite landings was on top of a pillbox in Hawaii.
On top of a pillbox?
Oh yeah.
Is that possible?
Yes, it is. Yeah, you don't put the full weight on it.
Do you have video of it?
No,
It
I
never
don't.
happened.
Then it
Because
didn't happen. That's right.
Lots of good sundowner talk coming our way. All right, what about you, Big Coop?
So I did about 26 years of active duty. I went into the Coast Guard straight out of high school, so I didn't have any education. So I was enlisted. I was what we call a bosun's mate. That allowed me to drive the small boats. Got to stand duty at some search and rescue stations, do some law enforcement on the sea. I have also pulled some square groupers out of the ocean. Had the unique opportunity to drill into sailboats out in the middle of the ocean to discover, where they had stowed away their drugs. So that's a pretty bizarre experience, concerning for both the owner of the vessel, who was trafficking, and for us, because we were on board with them. But running in the small boat community for about 11 years, and then I went through a commissioning program after I completed my degree and became a commissioned officer with the Coast Guard, and then stayed in what we call the response community, and that really means that we can respond to search and rescue, law enforcement, pollution. That's a big mission for the Coast Guard, responding to oil spills and all kinds of hazardous substances. And stuck with that really for the rest of my career until I retired from active duty. I took a little break from the Coast Guard for a couple of years and then came back as a civilian employee, which is what I am now. So I don't put on the uniform anymore, but I go work with the folks who are in uniform. And it's pretty cool. I don't have to move around anymore. We're stable where we are now in Hawaii, and we love it there. So now I just do a lot of international search and rescue coordination. The Honolulu Search and Rescue region is 14.2 million square miles. It's massive.
That's huge.
Right. We don't have the resources to send, a cutter or a plane everywhere, but what we will do is coordinate any commercial mariner who's nearby, any military vessel that's nearby, and then we'll send planes or helicopters, whatever we can, to help coordinate a rescue whenever possible. It's a pretty rewarding career because search and rescue, it really cuts across all the political boundaries. All the countries work together. It's us working with countries that we may not see eye to eye politically, but when it comes to search and rescue, we all work together. So it's a pretty great mission.
That is very cool. So there you go. That's like a super mini scoop. But two very qualified seafaring people on board, but they don't know a whole heck of a lot about sailing. They've taken their courses, but they haven't had heaps of time, pulling sails out and behind the helm. So that is why they are on board. That's why they wanted to come spend some time with us, was for that, and obviously just to kind of hang out. And then we were interested in them because, well, they got lots of experience happening right there. So I have a feeling we're going to learn a lot from each other during this time frame.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah. There'll be
Yep.
awesome sea stories.
Yes, there will
Swapping
be.
recipes too.
Yes.
Yes.
Got any square group
We might be.
recipes?
That's right.
Just kidding. Calm down.
These are the most important things on a boat, right?
Yeah.
How to properly use the coffee machine.
Pull up the anchor.
Right.
Use the coffee machine.
Where did you pull the bag of coffee from?
I pulled it from in there. And that's where your decaf is as well.
What is I see a red.
It has a symbol saying it's missing a filter, so then we don't use a filter because our water's so pure. We run it through the Acuva. It's super clear, clean, fresh water. So I don't need another filter. I'd probably just add more stuff to it.
We go straight for another cup?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as it stops blinking, you can hit the button.
Pushing the button.
Yep.
There we go.
He's drinking coffee. I'm drinking the AG one. I'm running behind. We got some dolphins. Will they come and play? Woo!
Think we're gonna get a show?
We're gonna get one. They're all around us now.
I know. Which one? Hi.
Wow, there's so many!
Are you a believer in that they like the attention?
I think they do. I think they are natural actors.
That's not rain.
They're all around.
dolphin footage is the worst footage to edit because it's like this.
Yeah.
Now I got 2 cameras going. I got a long lens, she's got a wide lens, so it's gonna be twice the headache.
And we might get
one shot. Maybe.
1 second of a
it
white
like
dolphin rolling.
Filming dogs.
It's like filming squirrels.
Yeah.
What did you
Oh
find?
my god, this thing just showed up on my hat. It looks like a wasp without wings, but it looks like an ant. Probably off the yard, because this hat was here on the boat.
Oh yeah.
And all of a sudden I looked down and he was crawling out of my hat.
That terrifies me. What else is in the
Oh
boat?
god.
Well, I wonder how well you'll sleep tonight now.
I was thinking we should burn the hat. We should just burn the hat. We can't take chances like that.
No, but everybody loves this hat. This is everybody's favorite hat.
I will cross your stern, sir.
Sounds perfect. Standing by on 1-6. Have a great day.
Roger. Standing by 1-6. Out.
What is that?
That was the tanker or cargo ship or whatever he is, just doing a radio check and then just saying he's gonna pass us on our stern. So that was nice.
That was nice. Very professional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, that's a nice yacht. They have a radio.
Yeah, because nobody else has a radio.
Every sailboat is rigged a little different, and because our boat is performance-oriented, we have halyard locks and a carver reefing system, and just a bit more going on than your average production boat or charter vessel. So for newbies like Mel and Coop, this orientation is going to feel like a lot of information flying at them. And I know this because it's exactly how we felt the first time we sailed on an HH.
These are your throttles, and you can tell they're engaged. They're both in electric right now. So when you line up the arrows, that means that's neutral. Neutral with electric just keeps off.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you don't ever turn it off.
That's it.
Ta-da!
We're sailing.
We're sailing!
We're sailing!
For a second.
We're gonna turn in like 2 miles. We sailed for about 10 minutes. It's better than 0 minutes.
That's right.
Made it to our beautiful anchorage. We're gonna go explore and see what's over there. Yeah. And it looks like there's some reef. Lots of tourist boats coming in and out, so maybe there's something nice. There's a protected area over there that's supposed to be all reef, but it says it's protected and it looks super shallow in the photos, so I don't know about the rules.
And hey, Coop, what's the name of where we are?
Hagagaga. I don't know.
Hagagaga Island.
Exact spelling.
Haagen-Dazs. Haagen-Dazs.
Haagen-Dazs.
Haagen-Dazs beef.
Okay, bye-bye. We'll just be right there.
Oh, so they get to go for a nice snorkel, and I am going to do some work because it's a Saturday, and if I don't get the video done, then you don't get to watch this on a Sunday. So I will go play another day.
All sand, right?
Yeah.
Cool. looking clean, looks like government boat. Could just be a fancy resort.
But cool that they look like they're still the local style.
Yeah.
Distinctly Philippine style construction.
Yeah.
Well, I should say design, right? Engineering.
With amas that don't bury themselves in the water.
Right.
Well done.
Like you've done that before. Like now we're going 4.5 instead of just 4. Half knot. We're gonna turn in a minute, get out of this current, and we'll be doing like a knot and a half more. Oh my gosh, what a crazy day. It has been non-stop. Dolphins, sail changes, butterflies, tons of butterflies. I don't know, we were coming around the northern tip of Cebu and like all these butterflies started landing and a couple got trapped in the trampoline. I had to rescue them with my pinky, like get them to grab onto my pinky and just carry them along the trampoline to get them to the hold so I could pull them out. A little baby butterfly. Butterfly rescue, I never thought I would do that. We are sailing our last probably 8 miles in, and we have a little bit of wind behind us. It's just been kind of on and off sailing today. Such light winds, and we are still moving at 4, 5, 6 knots of speed, and I just can't complain about that. Flat, calm seas, beautiful. Haven't caught a fish yet, but hey, can't complain. Maybe I could complain about my hair. Holy cow, I was wearing a hat early, don't judge me. So here's where we are. We're surrounded by squalls. How you feel about today?
Oh, good. We sailed. And it was on my watch, so I'm super stoked.
And you got to like do all the sails.
I did, and I'm feeling way more comfortable on it now, so I'm like really super thankful and grateful for you guys inviting us. Yeah, this is lots of learning. At first it felt like I was drinking from a fire hose, but I'm starting to get it now.
Told you it's easy, you get the hang of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey Nikki, how's your day been?
It's been so chill. I mean, there's nothing to complain about, that's for sure.
Back to work. Coop, what are you up to now?
Route planning using a variety of apps, using Predict Wind, Google Maps, just a bunch of different things to see how far we think we can get tomorrow. Accounting for the currents, accounting for the lack of wind,
Yeah.
looking at good anchorages, somewhere that we think we can be comfortable overnight, and then get an early start sailing tomorrow in the best conditions possible and make the best distance.
We're going through this one part that's like 2 knot current that's in our favor and then against us. In our favor and against us as the tide changes. Unfortunately, it's in our favor at like 5 in the morning. So it's gonna be a very early start. Not tomorrow, but the next day. So we get, a lot of good sleep tonight because the next day might not be so lucky. It's still gonna be fun. Everything's gonna be fun. It's gonna be awesome. It's tremendous. It's amazing. Okay, I'm gonna put the camera down.
Edge of angels come to corners with me. Riddle out every shadow you see. Ring a bell, shake a crawl, give them hell, whatever the call.
Real team player right there. There you go. And that's exactly why you bring on crew.
Yes, it is. We're loving it. Freshwater wash down. No need to shower tonight.
Ah, first rain, baby. Loving it. I can be dry right here. The only issue is if I want to use the instrument.
You're choosing to be wet right
Exactly, yeah. Obviously I can have the remote and I can be clicking over and I can see them. I can see them straight ahead on our big ass screen. Been running around the boat, checking all the drain holes, making sure they're like spitting out water. Nothing from the factory, like dust or debris is stuck in there. A couple of them needed the pipe clean. It's been good. Look at this. Should have worn a white shirt.
Should just get naked. Free water!
I feel like we've become desert wanderers and it's like, free water, what are we gonna do with all the free water? Like, what can we clean? Let's eat. gonna go lick the decks. Wait,
Oh no, that's
Or you
serious.
you lick the window.
there's no way to clean that up, you know? No. All right, let's go.
So that's my cute exit.
Every ride, every carousel stops. In the end, end it all without loss. Breathing deep, thank the Lord. Covered up with rock and sword.
Yeah, take it off auto, do a complete about face so we're head to wind. All clear on the
Starboard side.
clear?
What'd you catch?
More special seagrass. Catch absolutely nothing, but that doesn't mean we're gonna stop. We're gonna keep going. We will catch something. Our first fish. Your first fish.
Everybody's first fish.
Everybody's first fish.
Curiosity's first fish.
That's right.
Very close. Looks pretty good. There you go. Okay, here we come. Now you're being filmed.
Yeah. Now everything will go wrong.
You can take that last wrap off for the last bit. You can probably take them both off.
We have lived aboard this boat for 4 months, and that is the very first rain that we have seen. We have officially entered the monsoon season.